G'day, I'm Peter Sesselman, and this is our workshop vlog. So with me here today I got Alex Yates, who actually makes a lot of the products that we sell. We make them together, I suppose. Now, one of the questions we're going to attack today is, it comes up all the time on email and blogs and stuff like that, is when you buy a stomp box, which is better, the XLR or the jack model? Okay, so just to show you here, here's a XLR puck in this case.
Jack. And
that's the jack. So for those of you who don't know, the XLR uses a plug like that. Let me get that in shot there. Yep. And the jack, of course, is like a guitar jack. So what's the difference, Alex?
Well, depends on the application.
Is one better than the other?
Oh, it's not really about better.
Yeah.
It's more about connectivity. What are you going to plug it into?
Practicality.
Practicality.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to know the exact electronic differences between jack and XLR, there's tons of videos and specs online that you can look up and read for hours and hours. And there's also equally many opinions about whether one is better than the other. I think at the end of the day, they're both good systems. If you have a good cable, good quality cable, then one up against the other, I can think of very few circumstances where you'd notice any major difference. The XLR might be handy if you're on a lot of big stages and they run a snake or a breakout box up on the stage, which has got all XLRs in it. If you then have a jack stomp box, you would need a DI box to connect the two together. So in those circumstances, I suppose XLR might be a little bit more convenient. Yeah. What about the jack, though, if you're playing at home and things?
Well, yeah, if you're at home and you've just got a small, like a little bass amp or a guitar amp or something.
Practice amp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
jack's going to be better.
Yeah, you don't want to drag your PA out every time you have a practice.
No.
So, yeah, is there a difference?
Well,
the difference in sound?
Well, in this case, we are talking about pucks, stomp boxes.
Yeah.
In this particular case, there's other cases where the rules are a bit different.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but in this case, it's just the application of the stomp box, whether you get XLR or a jack connection. But sound difference, there's nothing there, or it's so incredibly subtle that it's not significant.
No, that's right. And if you're testing one against the other on a PA or something like that, the little tiny difference that you hear could actually be the preamp in the PA. The difference between the jack input and the XLR input, because they have different circuits inside the PA. So it may not be the puck that's different at all. It might just be the PA that's different. So yeah, no, really, there is no difference. It just comes down to what you're playing through. As I said, it's personally, if you're asking for my opinion, I probably think the jack is a little bit more convenient.
Yeah,
what do you reckon?
I like the jack.
Yeah. It's I mean, there's also some comments about the XLR plug has a little hook. It stops it falling out. People say, jack plugs fall out. Have you had jack plugs falling out?
I have, if I've used a cheap one in a pinch, but I've definitely had more problems with XLRs wearing out and losing tightness. That's right. Than the 1/4-inch jack.
Because inside the XLR plugs, there's 3 tiny little sleeve springs that go onto the pins, and you got more chance of those not connecting properly than you have of a jack plug not connecting properly. Especially the pucks that we make here, or the stomp boxes we make here, we actually, every jack plug, the female version, the chassis version, we hand adjust them before we install them, just to make sure that spring, the angles on the spring are perfect for a classic jack plug.
Just tightens it up just a little bit, so you don't have a chance of a rattle coming, looseness, and things that happen with jack plugs generally.
That's right. And yeah, so that's basically it. In closing, to answer the question, there is no difference. That's a short answer. The long answer is kind of depends on what you're using it for.
Yeah, pick what works for you.
So that's all for today. Thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat from the workshop. If you have any questions or anything that you want us to answer in this vlogs, then just drop me a line or an email or whatever, and click the button. What's it called again?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
The little bell thing.
Little subscribe, little bell thing.
All that stuff you meant to say at the end.
That's right. And for your, because we look a little bit like doctors here today.
Doctors.
Yeah. So for your morning therapy, you can click on that and you'll get a little video every now and then.
Lie down on the couch.
Lie down on the couch. Yeah, that's right. So, in case you're wondering why we dressed up like mad scientists, it's because, well, this is a workshop, and underneath this, my shirt is full of glue and paint and all kinds of things. So to just kind of make it look a little bit less like we killed somebody out the back.
And we are mad.
And we are mad, yes. It was a choice between white coats or straight jackets. But with the straight jacket, I can't really pick up the stomp box to show you. So we went with the lab coats instead. Okay, well, have a great day. And catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.